Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out to Hood College today. My name is Chris Jenkins. I'm the general manager of Frederick TBL. After months of planning, we are excited to officially announce that professional basketball is coming to Frederick, Maryland. We greatly appreciate everyone being here today on this historic day. With that said, let's get right into it. I want to welcome up our first speaker, one of our team market owners, Mr. Tony Maslish.
Thank you, Chris. Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Hood College and today's announcement, as Chris said, of the first professional basketball team in Maryland in over 20 years. As longtime Maryland residents, where's Michael? Oh, my partner Michael and I are certified basketball nuts, and we could not be more thrilled than to be standing here today entering a team from Frederick into the basketball league, the TBL. The TBL is an exciting league that began play 7 years ago with 8 teams, and its co-founders' dream of a professional league that would be a place for young men aspiring to play at the highest level to hone their professional craft. Today, the league boasts close to 50 teams across the country. Founders Evelyn and David Magley had a vision, and Michael and I consider ourselves very fortunate to now be able to join them on their journey. Dave is here to represent the league today, and you will hear more from him later in the program about the TBL. I want to take a moment to thank Hood College, to thank President Chapdelaine, Athletic Director Susan Kolb, and everyone at the college for opening the gym and your hearts and minds to us, and for being so open to our idea. And a special thanks to Chad Dickman, head men's basketball coach. Chad was the first person we met in Frederick. He immediately had an open and excited response to the idea. And I have to say, he set the tone for all of Frederick. Everyone that we have met along the way has had the same welcoming attitude, and it's just been terrific as we've been planning towards today. I'd like to thank next County Executive Fitzwater and Mayor O'Connor for graciously being here today, and as I said about everybody else, immediately being open and excited about the opportunity of a team coming to Frederick. And you'll hear from them a little bit later on. I'd like to welcome District 3 and 4 delegates, Chris Fair and April Miller, and acknowledge Senia Pringle from the Governor's Office. Thank you, Senia, for being here today and for supporting our team, the college, and Frederick, the fastest growing city in the state of Maryland. I'd also like to thank Jonathan Pastor from Representative David Trone's office for being here today. Representative Trone wasn't able to make it, but I understand he is a huge basketball fan, and we look forward to seeing him at future events and at games. As we go through the program today, we're going to outline 3 legs of a strong stool that we hope to build here in Frederick. The 3 legs are basketball, community, and entertainment. For the first leg, for the basketball leg, Ed Corporal, our newly minted championship head coach, and the winningest coach in TBL history, will talk to you about his vision to create a culture of excellence and a basketball team that will compete, we hope, for a championship in its first year. Tavares Sledge, our first player signee and putative team captain, will share his thoughts and experience having played in the championship series on multiple occasions. Next, my partner Michael will share his thoughts on the second leg of the stool and lay out how we intend to work both with and in the community to create a brand that becomes part of Frederick's fabric. I'd like to take a moment now to talk about the third leg of the stool, the entertainment leg, and our commitment to creating a wonderful entertainment brand that will appeal to all ages and all folks in the community as something that they can bring their family to. We hope and plan to not take ourselves too seriously, as you can tell by our press conference attire. Basketball is fun. Sports are fun. Competition is fun. And when families decide to invest their hard-earned resources to take their family to support a local team, we believe they should have fun. To that end, I'd like to highlight, as you can see up here from our hats and our t-shirts and the banner behind me, our Fear the Beast naming contest. We are all in on inviting the community to be part of naming the team. Today, we encourage anyone and everyone to please cast your vote. Go to fearthebeast.com. Select one of our 4 finalist beastly names, or if you don't like one of those names and want to come up with your own idea, please submit that idea. We will gather the votes and suggestions, and on September 9th, at Celebrate Frederick's In the Streets Festival, we will announce the chosen name. I'd also like to quickly highlight another fun event that we are planning for January. We are for now calling it the Everyman Dunk Contest. Details will be forthcoming later, but our goal is to create a contest for everyone in Frederick County to be able to show us their best dunk. We'll have different divisions, from child divisions to adult divisions, and everyone can participate. And I'm happy to announce that President Magley has told us that the winner of the adult male dunk contest division will have an opportunity to compete at TBL All-Star Weekend against TBL players in the All-Star Dunk Contest. Finally, once the games begin, we plan to surround a highly entertaining brand of basketball with lots of opportunities for fans to show off their creativity and their talents in a wide variety of games of chance and skill. Come one, come all, please. It's going to be quite a show. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony. To reiterate his point, and something I'll remind everyone pretty much every time I talk, fearthebeast.com. Make sure you submit your vote. We look forward to hearing everyone's opinions on what the names we have, and as well as new possibilities. For our next speaker, we'd like to give a huge thank you who graciously allowed us to host this press conference in the beautiful BB&T Arena. Please welcome the president of Hood College, Andrea Chapdelaine.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with all of you this morning for this exciting press conference. I am the proud president of Hood College. I am starting my 9th year as the 11th president. Best job ever. Basketball has always been a staple in the Frederick community, with many of our high school players, youth players continuing their playing careers in college, many right here at Hood, and even some playing in the WNBA and NBA. Hood College has deep, deep roots in Frederick County in our basketball program, and we are proud to continue that tradition and expand that tradition by welcoming this team to our arena. I want to thank the owners, Michael and Tony, for including Hood as part of this vision for their vision for this launch, and also join them in thanking our amazing champion coach, Dickman, for bringing them to us. Here at Hood, we benefit from the strong support and enthusiasm around the sport of basketball here in this community as we've watched our champions compete on this court. Some of the very amazing games we have seen have only been enhanced by the tremendous support, not just of our student fans, but all of the community coming together to cheer on our teams. Coach Corporal, from your previous success in the league, you look to be a great fit for a team that wants to be successful. Very impressive that you've already got your eyes on the championship this year, so good luck with that. Your home here at Hood is welcomed by our community, as you've seen from the great turnout today, and I am looking forward to the first game. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you again for being a great host. We are very excited to have our next speaker here, the mayor of the city of Frederick, Mayor Michael O'Connor.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here for this exciting announcement, Tony and Michael, and all the partners, including our friends here at Hood College, that are all here who helped to make today a reality. Like any great athletic endeavor, bringing pro basketball back to Maryland does not happen without teamwork. And so for the first time since the Bullets left Baltimore in 1973 and subsequently moved from suburban Maryland as the Washington Wizards to DC in 1997, today a Maryland City branded team will play in the state of Maryland. TBL Frederick have put together an outstanding organization and have been great partners, and I look forward to continuing to work with them for years to come. As mayor, I take immense pride in the city of Frederick as a full-service community, offering a comprehensive array of amenities and activities, all intended to enrich the lives of our residents. There is so much that our city can offer to our residents and visitors, but we have never been able to say we offer an opportunity to enjoy professional basketball until today. This exciting announcement is not just about a new addition to our sports landscape, it's also about the power of sports to shape our culture, unite us as a community, and inspire the next generation. Sports have an incredible ability to transcend boundaries and bring people together from all walks of life, and you can see that as you look around the room today. The arrival of TBL Frederick isn't just about wins and losses. Though, Coach, I know you're going to bring us more wins than losses. It's about the friendships that are forged in the stands, the shared moments of elation and heartbreak. If you're an idiot sports fan like me, it's a lot more heartbreak sometimes than it is elation, but that's what makes the elation all the better. And the unbreakable bond that forms among fans who rally behind that common rooting interest. As we welcome this team to our city, we also welcome the values they bring with them: discipline, teamwork, the relentless pursuit of excellence. These are values that are not confined just to the basketball court, but they resonate in our schools, in our workplaces, and in our neighborhoods. The commitment to training, the resilience to overcome challenges, and the celebration of hard-earned victories are all lessons that echo far beyond the confines of an arena. Moreover, the arrival of this team contributes to the fabric of our city's identity. Our culture is not just defined by our history, our art, and our traditions, but also by our sports. The team colors, are they going to be purple and green? Because if they are, that's outstanding, in my opinion, will soon become a symbol of unity, an emblem of pride that transcends demographics, and a source of inspiration for the youth in our community to dream big. And so I'm excited for Frederick to welcome our new TBL team with open arms and embrace the impact they will have on our culture and to enrich our lives, embody our essence, and join the story of Frederick. And I look forward to participating in that dunk contest if you promise to lower the rim to about 8 feet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I know our next speaker is very eager for our official name announcement, which will be on September 9th at the In the Streets Festival. Don't forget to vote at fearthebeast.com before that. Please welcome Frederick County Executive Jessica Fitzwater.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is so exciting to be here today, and I will just have to make one admission, which is that when we were working to schedule a meeting with Tony and Michael so I could learn a little bit more about their vision, I did have to talk to my staff first and say, I'm a little bit nervous about this meeting. And for people who know me, I don't get nervous very easily. But we have a running joke in the office, and the joke is #sportsball, because I'm not the most sports-oriented person. So I had to do a little bit of research going into the meeting, and I need to say thank you to Michael and Tony for answering some of my questions that maybe were a little basic. We're so grateful that TBL Frederick is here. And as you've already heard, the vision for this team is not just about providing excellent basketball and excellent entertainment, but also truly becoming a part of the fabric of our community. And that is so very Frederick County. Our community is special because of the incredible partnerships that we have all across the community, and I know that this team is going to immediately become part of that. It's already evident because of their partnership with Hood College. And I was just here 2 days ago for the convocation and spoke about how Hood is such an anchor institution for our community and continues to find ways to partner all across our county in so many different ways. So it's very exciting to celebrate this partnership today as well. Michael and Tony shared their vision of a three-legged stool, a great basketball product, a great entertainment product, but also a great community product. And I know Michael is going to be sharing a little bit more about that, but I was so excited and intrigued to hear about their vision for partnering with our nonprofits, working with our school children, and really getting the community involved, because that's what Frederick County is all about. As a mom of 2 young kids, I'm also always looking for family-friendly entertainment for us that's affordable and is something that's going to be exciting. And so I'm really grateful that all of our families are going to have the opportunity to engage in this new team. I cannot wait to see which of these wonderful team names win and to see this enterprise continue to grow and thrive here in our community. So congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Jessica. For the very first time, we are excited to officially introduce the inaugural coach of Frederick TBL, the winningest coach in league history, Mr. Ed Corporal.
Good morning, Frederick. Good morning, Frederick. I hope y'all louder than that when y'all come to the games, all right? Because I don't want to be the loudest person in the gym. I'm usually loud, too, okay? But I want to thank everybody, the state representatives, local representatives, college representatives. I want to thank you for allowing us to come here and be part of this community. I want to thank Tony and Michael for sitting at the wrong table back in February when we were in league meetings. We had league meetings, TBL league meetings, and we had this little event where we're meeting the players, and I come to my table, I'm with another team, okay? I come up to this table, and these two guys are sitting at my table. And they just took my table over, and they're not even part of the league yet, all right? So I talked to them, and I asked them, and I said, well, you're sitting at my table, I'm supposed to be sitting here. And they, okay, and they start talking to me. And then they started, so where are you from? They said, we're from Maryland, we're gonna have a team. My eyes just lit up. And the reason why is because my family lives here in Maryland. And I, as a young man, when I was about 20 years old, I moved from Kansas after I graduated from college, and I moved here to Maryland to visit my sister who was going to school at Howard University in DC, and I never left. And my kids live here, my grandkids live here in Maryland, so I'm coming back home. I'm back home. So it was a win-win situation. So I am deeply excited. I'm probably more excited than you are, because I came back where it started. This is where I started coaching. I started coaching in the Maryland Parks Recreational in Montgomery County with little fifth graders. That's where it all started. And then my first head coaching high school job was in Anne Arundel County at Meade High School, and then I coached at Bowie High School. And then also, as I got a little older, I worked with the Washington Wizards and the Washington Bullets. That was a long time ago. So this is going into my 38th season which is a long time, but really means I'm old. I'm an old guy. All right, so, but I've been in the TBL since we started in year 1. And like they said, I'm the all-time winningest coach, which I didn't know that till like a couple years ago. But this league has really saved my life in many ways. That's another story. But you're gonna see some great basketball. This is the closest thing to the NBA that you're gonna see. These players play with a lot of passion, a lot of pride, and I've been fortunate enough to be one of the only coaches in the league that has sent 3 guys to the G League, 2 to the NBA. I have 2 in the NBA right now, Lindy Waters with the Oklahoma Thunder, and Chance Comanche, who was finished with the Portland Trailblazers this year and is with the Kings. They were on my championship squad as well as Tavares in 21. So, Ms. President, when we talk about championships, I come from Kansas. Have you heard of the Kansas Jayhawks? That's all we do. That's all that's in my DNA. So, Coach Mag, Dave, I want to thank you. This is my Kansas Jayhawk brother. You know, he went to Kansas with Jayhawks, so we kind of stick together. But I want to thank you because he kind of gave me the opportunity to start coaching and stuff and everything in the pros, even though I had been in the pros. I grew up in the NBA. I had a brother that played 13 years. And when the Kansas City Kings were in Kansas City, I was their ball boy back in the 70s and 80s. So I grew up watching Pat Riley and Casey Jones and Dr. J, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, you know, George Gervin. I sit on the bench right with them and watch them every single night, you know, actually wanting to be an NBA player, but, you know, that didn't happen. So the coach, Cotton Fitzsimmons with the Kansas City Kings, when I very first started coaching, told me, I said, you know, I was saying, Cotton, you know, I coach now. And such. He said, you know what, I always knew you would be a coach because you were so observant. And I wasn't your ordinary little ball boy. I didn't just run out on the floor and just wipe up stuff or give water. I used to actually thought I was an NBA guy. So when the team would have timeouts, I would be in the huddle, listening to the coaches and watching them draw stuff up. Till this day, like Pat Riley would, before dry erase boards, he would draw stuff on paper, throw it underneath the paper, underneath the seat, and I'd pick it up and I would keep it. I still to this day have that stuff. So this will be the closest thing that you get to the NBA. So you will have fun if you make sure you come to games. Make sure you get involved. We will be involved in this community with these players, and we're building championships. That's why I come in right now, year 1. I think Tony and Mike, when they looked, when I told them, I said, you know, we're gonna try to win it your first year. And I did that. I did that at another place. The very first season, we won the championship. In fact, we had the best record in TBL history. We finished 30-3, went 22-2 in the regular season, and then we ended up winning the TBL championship. And Tavares has been with me since, like I said, year 1, and every team that we've been on, we've won. So we're not gonna stop here. So Frederick, get ready, get ready. I want you to be ready, so I want you to enjoy this because you're gonna be a big part of this success. You're part of this team. You heard about the 6th man? This community is the 6th man. We want to have that home court advantage. When other teams come in here, we want to be the best TBL fans in the TBL. So when other teams come here, we want it to be known that they don't want to come here and play. Because when the team is need that little extra support, that's where you come in. Well, I hope they ain't fumbling the ball around like that. But anyway, we have a good squad. I've been out recruiting and getting guys. We have guys coming in that are core guys that have played in the TBL, that got championship experience. And then also, we want to Maryland is known for a hotbed, this Maryland region of basketball. I mean, some of the greatest players have come out of Maryland, greatest coaches. And we are going to get local talent, a lot of talent in the Maryland region. So there'll be some local flavor too. I want you to know, we're going to get guys, not just the great basketball players, but the good team guys. They're going to represent this community. They're going to represent this school and where we play at in this team with pride. So when you come to, when you're wearing your shirts around and stuff and everything, everybody's gonna know about Frederick. And I love Frederick because when I would make those I-70 routes, see, that's what connects Frederick and Kansas City, I-70. I get on I-70 in Kansas City, and I come east, and when I knew I would get to Frederick, I said, man, I know I'm almost close to my family. So I have come back and came to my family here in Frederick. So I just want you guys to know, look, this is awesome. I am astounded about what we see out here and the people attending, and I am so excited. I can't wait to get started. If we could get started today, I would. I can't wait to bring the lily to you. That's what we call our big old trophy that we win in the TBL. And I know Tavares wants to get another chip. He got to play this year in the championship series this year. This was the first year that I wasn't with him, where we were on different teams. But no one in the league has won 2 championships. I want to be the first coach, and he wants to be the first player. And I want you to be part of getting one of these. So that's what we're working for right now, starting today. Okay, so with us, it's the same expectations, just a different location. So, but we want you to be part of it. And I thank you for allowing me to be here and allowing to bring the team here. We look forward to having some fun. You're gonna see some great players. You're gonna think you don't have to ride down 95 or 270 down to DC to go see the Wizards play. I've been there, done that too. All you gotta do is come right here, because you're gonna see just as good players here, because my players leave to go that way, to go there to play. But you're gonna see that pride, that hard work, and guys really giving it their all and having some fun. You know, the kids are gonna be having fun. We're gonna be out in the community. We can do camps, clinics, and you're gonna really just love these guys. You're gonna really love this league. This league is awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Next up, want to bring up our presumptive team captain and first signee, Tavares Sledge.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. It's always hard to speak after Coach Ed. I'm a basketball player, so I don't prepare for these speeches. But as Chris said, I'm Tavares Sledge. Most people call me T, so don't feel offended by calling me that. I look forward to exploring and representing.
I'm sorry, I'm being a coach. I have to give him his due. Tavares, and because he's not gonna take it, he is the all-time winningest player in TBL history. So I have to give that to him.
Yeah, as Coach said, I could talk about myself a lot. I've traveled the world. I've played in Saudi Arabia. I've played in Italy, Mexico. I've won a championship in Chile, as Jackson would tell me to say. So I'm a 2-time champion. I've won in the TBL. A little bit about the TBL is one of the most competitive leagues around. As Coach Ed said, we've had NBA players we've played with. We've also had former NBA players such as Jamario Moon, Smush Parker, Kareem Rush. I don't know if any of you guys know those names, but those are some big names. This is a very competitive league. It's great and exciting entertainment. I look forward to bringing that to this town. I'm excited. I'm happy to be a part of the Frederick community now. I would highly encourage everyone to vote on one of these names at fearthebeast.com so the community also can be involved. I would like to thank you guys, and now I would like to introduce someone that, also thank the man who made this possible for a lot of guys such as myself to be able to play this game. Mr. David Magny, our president.
love that guy. He came to us from a combine, a tryout event that we hold all over the country in Kansas City, and played at Wright State in Division I, then played at South Carolina, Aiken, and he's come in and just done everything we want him to do. So my name's David Magley, and my wife and I founded this league. My wife founded this league. I drive Miss Daisy. I work for her. She don't work for me. Evelyn had a vision that she believes God gave her, and she does not apologize for that. The vision was, could we bring something to community? Can we look at these young men as more than athletes? My wife is the first female to own a male pro sports league, and she is the first African American. And she's smoking hot, just saying. I mean, I gotta like that. We've been married 43 years with 4 kids and 8 grandchildren. And her vision isn't special because she's a black woman, her vision is special because she's a black mother. And as a mother, we look at our guys differently than as I would as just a regular business guy. We look at him as a person that's more than an entertainer. He has to be an entrepreneur. He has to be able to add more value. We do financial literacy classes for our young men. We have chaplains or counselors on every team so they have someone to talk to about mental health. That's a hot thing right now that we're seeing people that are multimillionaires that are wanting to hurt themselves because life doesn't seem to have a lot of reason when their career starts to falter. We want to be bigger than that. We want to be better than that. To be on a university campus like Hood is a big deal. What an amazing venue and place this is. Wow, what an incredible reception from the city of Frederick. We're so fortunate to have mayors and the people from the county and everybody out here supporting us. This is a can't miss. This is going to be fabulous. As Tony said, we have a 3-legged program with the basketball and the community and the entertainment. The community piece is important because we want to be an asset. We want them to be available. We want them to be accessible. We want to be in the schools. We want to be in the community centers. If you need us, we're a phone call away. We can deliver messages that sometimes teachers and or parents can't. All of us that are parents know that our kids turn us off at some point like an old person's hearing aids. They start turning you down. Well, the reality is it's got to be bigger than that. It's got to be where our guys can come in and say, this is important. Education is important because this is how it's helped me. Your self-image is important because this is what's important to me. We could talk to you about the dangers of drugs and alcohol. We could do things that are pretty powerful, and we want to be used that way. We want to become something that they go, wow, I can't believe we have this team here in Frederick. That's what's important. This is going into our 7th season. We've grown from 8 teams to this year we'll probably have closer to 60. From Sarasota, Florida to Seattle, Washington, from San Diego, California to St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada. It's a big league, big opportunities for a lot of people, but it's all based about trying to impact community and be helpful. So grateful to be here today. I'm just full of joy because I know my wife's at home watching on social media and she's flipping out because she can't believe how big this is. So our team from the Virginia Valley Vipers just walked in. She's sneaking in, trying to sit down. They play at a beautiful university down in Shenandoah, and they have a great team too. So you're going to play against a conference that'll have them in it. You're going to have 3 teams in Pennsylvania, in York, and in Reading, and up in Allentown, up in that area. We have teams in New Jersey. We have teams in New York. We have teams in Connecticut. So this will be the region that you play in. We play in regional pods, and then our playoff system takes us best 2 out of 3 to an ultimate championship. The trophy is called the Lily. It's named after my mother-in-law because when we struggled early, she went in her pockets and made this possible. She kept this league going when we struggled. So we always honor her. This is a big day for me. I don't mean to get emotional, but this is huge. You guys don't realize how big this is to us as a league to have this type of commitment. We just appreciate you all. Be blessed.
Thank you, Dave. For our final speaker, please welcome team market owner Michael Witt.
Hello, Frederick. I am Michael Witt, co-founding Team Market owner with Tony Maslish. I'm excited to be part of bringing professional basketball to Frederick, and I actually have just been completely blown away by the encouragement and support that we have received from everybody in Frederick. We thought we were onto something coming up here, but it's gone another level. Our goal is to create a team here that the people of Frederick can embrace as its own. And to do this, we want to create a high-level basketball experience that most importantly is an affordable entertainment option for families, local citizens, and visitors to this area. We want to build a strong relationship with the business community that supports both local growth and makes our games accessible for all those who want to participate. For Tony and I, a big draw to the TBL is its emphasis on working with the local nonprofit community and the schools. And we know there are many local organizations doing great work here. And we plan to work closely with 12 of these groups. Why 12? But we are going to run a campaign in December that we call the 12 Days of Giving, in which we will make direct contributions from the sales of team merchandise to these organizations. And each selected organization will be prominently featured at one of our 12 home games during the season. And as you've heard, our players and coaches will be volunteering time working with the people that these organizations support. And finally, while we live in the area, we aren't from Frederick. And we very much want to build a Frederick-based investor group to join us who share the goal of making this basketball team a truly locally owned organization. We encourage people interested in working with us on any of these initiatives to reach out to Chris Jenkins, our GM, and you can also reach us through our website. Basketball is a great, fun game that really can bring people together. And we look forward to learning more about and working with the Frederick community to make this vision a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. As a local Frederick-tonian, I could not be more excited about this team and being involved in helping create this organization that'll be tremendous for the local community. Just another reminder, we want your support, we want your vote. Be sure to vote at fearthebeast.com. Before we wrap up, we're gonna do some media Q&A. Thank you all for attending. Thank you to the mayor, the county executive, everyone here, our volunteers over there. And another person we'd like to call out is thank you, Frederick County Council President, Mr. Brad Young, for attending today. So thank you all. We will now do a brief Q&A with media if anyone has any specific questions on the organization. If Michael and Tony could please come back up, we'll get started on that.
And there don't have to be questions. Yeah.
Chris Michaels from WFFD. How many games do you guys play during the season? I think you said 12 home games, right? So altogether, how many games are there?
That's a great question, Chris. Thank you. We play 24 regular season games, and then if we make it all the way to the championship, potentially another 12 playoff games.
One more question, I'm sorry if you don't mind. I know you said there was a pod. Is the whole pod in the East Coast? How far will the team travel?
Yeah, so it will be an East Coast pod, and that is by design so that we're not investing our resources in flying. We're traveling to places that we can get to by driving.
Thank you.
All right, if there are no more,
Let's go. Alexander Dacey from the Frederick News Post. How many, in addition to Tavares, how many guys do you have signed to the team right now? And what is sort of the plan for building out the team in the coming months?
we have 5 players signed. In fact, we like to refer to them as the Championship Five. All 5 guys that we've signed have won a championship. One of those 5 will unlikely be able to join us until later in the season. He's playing in France this winter. In fact, he was the leading three-point shooter in the league last year. And then we look to add another 7 or 8 local signees.
I don't have a question, I just have a comment. I just want to welcome you guys. We're excited to have you be a part of the TBL, and I'm Tina with Kenny Valley Vipers. We had a full season last year, first season, and it's exciting. It's exciting to be a part of the community. And a big part, and I came in late, so I apologize, I was mentoring students, but I like the community give back, which is a part of the model of the TBL. Through our efforts, we partner with nonprofits as well, giving back by packaging meal boxes for families that are less fortunate. So we're excited to travel here, and then you have a wonderful facility here, so welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tina. We look forward to seeing a lot of you soon. All right, if there are no other questions, we'll wrap up and see you all in March.
Thank you all. A few final points to wrap up. If anyone is interested in learning more about ticket packages, sponsorship, partnership opportunities, there's info at the check-in table over there. My business card is also there. Feel free to grab that and reach out anytime. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. There'll be Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all encompassing @_FearTheBeast_. Someone already had Fear the Beast, unfortunately. Lastly, and most importantly, fearthebeast.com. Make sure you vote. Thank you all for attending. We'll see everyone very soon.